A space on the internet where we like to dissect words and what they mean.
Let's talk about it. I'm your host, St. Priest. Come kick it with me.
No, that's not cool. Okay. Relax.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of Words Mean Things. This is a space on the internet where we like to dissect words and what they mean. And you know you can only find this segment on the CWF network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. I am your host, Sam Priest. I'm going to just take a little time to do a little snaps, because I'm in a snapping mood. Just in case I have to snap, I'll just keep on snapping. Just in case the line snaps. Poetry, you guys. This is real poetry. If you do not understand poetry, you do not understand life. I feel like some famous person should have said that. Oh, wait. They did. It's me. I'm just kidding. So what had happened was, when I made that comment before my phone dropped, disconnected everything. God do not like ugly. When I tell you he don't like ugly, he will humble you. I was humbled in that second. And it is okay, because now that I'm back, I understand the assignment. And it is not to think that I am famous. Oh, I'm just kidding. So I just wanted to take a little time to say thanks you guys for constantly tuning in. It's been a pleasure. I enjoy this. This is something that I don't feel like I have to force myself to just get out of the bed to do. Now let me be clear. I do have days where I'm just like, I don't want to do shit, and on those days where you just don't feel like you want to do anything, those are the days where you just feel like everything starts to fail, because again, you don't feel like doing anything. And it could just be one item in your life that you're not paying enough attention to. How can I put this? You're not paying enough attention to basically focus in on eliminating the issue. Sometimes we get into this place where we're just overwhelmed, and because we're overwhelmed, we feel that everything around us is suffering, when honestly sometimes it's just one thing. It's just one thing that really needs all of your attention, and you have to take time to figure out what it is that is really pressing the issue. Because if we're really being honest, if we could lift up some of the pressure off of our life, we could probably think a little bit better. My main stressor is probably work. Work is my main stressor, and it's simply because I go to a job where I know these people don't like me. I'm not motivated, and I am a really great worker. I'm a good I work well with everyone. I'm a team player. I'm always down for the cause. I'm like, what is it that you need? That's how I grow. That's how I learn. I may not come into the situation knowing everything, but I ask questions. I want to know. I want to grow. But when you're in an environment where everyone just don't see you as anything, that doesn't make you feel good about yourself. And that's something that I had to take time to focus in on. I'm like, what is really bringing me down? What is really making me stressed? And once I realized that, I was just like, all right, what are you gonna do next? What is it that you are going to do next, now that you have this fresh start in life? And that's when you have to think about it. You have to say, well, I guess now is the time to hit the ground running. Now is the time to just go forward, attack the things that you really want to do in life, and make your life a lot easier. A wise man once said that when you're doing something you love, it doesn't seem like work. And I honestly believe that is true, because me working a 9-to-5 for somebody, doing a job that I really don't want to do, compared to me on stage in rehearsals for hours, that is a different comparison, because the hours will go by. Yes, I will be annoyed with even at rehearsal, but it's different because I still was there, because it was something I wanted to do. It was something that brought me joy to wake up to. I'm like, rehearsal, don't want to go, but I'm gonna go. And every time I go there, it was just great. It didn't feel like work. But the main thing about it is we have to understand where it is we are in life and what is our next steps. And again, we have to hit the ground running. So taking a little time, I'm like, what does that mean? Why do you heard people say, all right, you're on your feet now, so you better hit the ground running. Have you ever heard somebody say that? Maybe not in that voice, but anyway, I took time to look up what that meant. And it's basically like seizing the opportunity. Begin at full speed, meaning you don't take steps into it. No, you go get that shit. You run, you hit it. You got to go because you already know what the prize is. Your eyes is on something. So with that being said, we have to jump into the fact of like, what is it in your life that is your goal? Like, what is your goal that you want in life, out of life? What is it that you wake up and you just hope to obtain? And if you had one shot to obtain that dream, what would it be? Like, what would the perfect shot or the perfect opportunity look like for you? If I'm taking that time to like ask that question to me, I would say that one of the things that I want to obtain in life is to just be a really great creator. Like, I don't want to just make music. I want to create. I want to be a part of making movies. I want to be in movies. I want to sing. I want to make music. I want to be a part of making music. Like, that's just, I am such a creator. Like, I want to do so much when it comes down to creating. Being creative or using my brain the way that I know it works the best brings me the best joy. I am very smart. I know I am smart. These are things that I don't have to share or prove to anyone. These are things that I know, and these are things that you will come to understand when you get to know me. My thought process is just different. I don't think the same way everyone else, and that's okay because it's worked for me for 30 years. Like I've been doing Samprise better than anybody else can do Samprise. So now I'm not to the point where I don't feel like I can't take advice from anyone. But what I'm saying is I know myself. I know myself well enough to know what I am really good at. I am good at all things creative. I have some of the best ideas, and I'm like, but execution may be my problem area. But I've been executing lately, so hey, little wins. Be kind to yourself. But with that being said, I know what it is that I want to do, and then to obtain that, I know like the process is not easy. It's not like it's a lot that comes into play with just making music. It's a lot of things that come into play with wanting to just write a script. Like, if I had, and I always say this, I was like, the world is gonna mess up and open up the door for me. And once they do, they're not going to regret it. So I'm just waiting on my one opportunity. And that one opportunity is someone who has money, who actually just sees where this can go and just takes the time to just invest in me. Invest in Samprise. I promise you, I will not disappoint you. Just give me 2 months. 2 months of your time and your money. 2 months of your time and your money. And I promise you, I will not disappoint you because we are on a mission. I'm going to give you the product. I'm going to create the product. And then on top of that, I will help you sell the product because I am the product and I know how to sell this. Okay? You want this? Come get it. See, y'all already want a piece of it. I know how to sell this. Like, ooh, you can't get enough of this. I'm just all I've been saying is this, and you want to know what this is. That is what you call a good salesman, people. Oh, what's that? Oh, this. Oh, come here. I'll tell you a little bit more about this in your face, in person. Yeah, you want a little bit of this? I got this for you. But no, all jokes aside, like that, like the perfect opportunity is having someone who really wants and believes. And when I say believe, I mean they really can see where the bigger picture is going, and they have the money for it, and they just give it to me. And honestly, you don't even got to give it to me. Just show up and pay for everything. Like, pay for my studio time, pay for my my tracks, and then pay for to help me promote, and we're good. Because I'm down. I will wake up at 3:30 in the morning just to record a video. I will. Why? Because I'm dedicated. I know what it is that I'm great at, and it goes back to that original statement I said. Like, I do not feel that when you're working and you're doing what you love, that it's work. It's just life. Ooh, it's just life. Wouldn't you just like to wake up and just be life? Yes, life has all these other things like stupid emotions in regards to relationships, friendships, all this bullshit. Yes, they are. I say bullshit very loosely because they do matter. But having that and just waking up to that and this bringing me money, oh, I will produce. These damn tongue ties. I will produce. Now I'm overthinking the word produce. Because now I'm saying produce like produce. Anyways, I will give you like just high quality content, like not just high quality, it would just be an abundance of it because all I have to do is just wake up and create. Okay, like think about it. That's all I have to do. I just go to sleep, wake up, and create. I can go on a vacation and be inspired by anything, absolutely anything. A coconut in the sand. I could write a whole monologue. I could just write a whole song. I can create a dance and call it the dance of the coconut sand. Oh, who wouldn't buy that album? I know a lot of people who wouldn't buy that album. Me being one of them. But still, just the point is, I could just wake up and be inspired and just live the life of a real creator. But in order to do so, it's like I said, just having that opportunity, like, yes, I will hop on it. When I tell you, I would hit the ground running. If somebody called me and said, hey, this is the money, this is what we believe in, you go for it. I'ma hit the ground running. But before I do that, I would love to take time to like address, like, how can I put this? I would address this as your who, what's, whens, and wheres, and whys. I probably said that wrong, but anyway. But like, if I did it, like, the first question is, who is in your way? At this point, if I had the opportunity, it would be no one except myself. But seeing that I don't have the opportunity that I would hope for, the only person that's still in my way is me. So knowing that, and most of my podcasts have been about figuring out what's the obstacle and how can you live in a more freer atmosphere. How can you release? How can you grow? That's been a thing. That's been a running theme for, I guess, my past few episodes, which is okay because we need that. You need someone to pour into you. You need these subtle reminders to say, hey, keep going. But you also need these reminders to understand that sometimes you are the problem. Me looks at myself in the mirror in front of me. Sam Priest, bro, sometimes you are the problem. Got it. Understood. But still, like, knowing that these things are in your way, the question is now is, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do to get out of your way? What are you going to do to stop allowing yourself to stop yourself if yourself is the problem? But in regards to other things that we can fix, we can't fix everything. Like, I have love handles and I've been working on them things since I was 10. Can you imagine being 10 years old with love handles? No one knew what they were except my parents, and they would just pull on them. I think they pulled my love handles out even further, like taffy, over the years. I know I got love handles, but I love me and my little handles. Listen. Can't have handles without love, in my opinion. But anyways, my thing is, like, what is it that you are doing? What is your plan? Like, first, you need a plan. We have to have a plan. And sometimes the way life goes, it does not always fall in align with our plan. But the main focus is you have a plan, meaning that you have a direction, you have somewhere that you're working towards, and you have a strategy to get there. And I'm a man of contingency. I love having a contingency plan. If this thing doesn't fall through the way I wanted to, then I have this. If I'm really being transparent, I have not been a man of contingency lately. I've just been more so like meh. Because I need to recharge. I am not fully recharged. I'm recharging, but I'm not fully recharged. But I'm honest about my shit, and that is what it is. But I still am on a mission. I'm trying to hit the ground running, and that's why you see me post so much. That's why you see me always like doing something to just broadcast and brand myself, because I'm on a mission. And my mission, I don't need to be the best in the world. I just need the world to see the best in me. You know, like, and when I say the world, that means the people that are meant to hear my voice, the people who are meant to get the message that I'm putting across. Those are the people who see the best in me. I'm not saying this because I seek the approval of others. That means that I finally am in a space where I can just share me, the best parts of me, freely, creatively. These are the things that I want to share with the world. I want the world to see my best. I want that opportunity to give them my best. Even on my worst day, you still see me at my best. And that's what I want to give to the world. You know, that's what the world deserves. That's what the world is waiting for. And just like, and honestly, let's really go. This is a little weird thing, and this is how my brain thinks. But the universe is full of different worlds, different planets, blah, blah, blah. So when a person says, I want the world to see me, that means that whoever is specifically in their world, meaning their platform area, the place that is meant for them, those are the people who are the world for them. Think about it. People who do film. Well, I shouldn't use them as a big one. But let's say you're an engineer and you're really good at your job, and you want the right people to recognize you. The people who are going to recognize you are the people who fit into your world, the people who actually understand what it is that you're trying to put out. They take time to understand, or they are at least working in the same atmosphere. So those are the people. Those are little worlds. We live in a world within another world, you know, because there's the actual world, and then there's a group of people that fit in your world, and then there's your world, your own mental world. Oh, that's weird. I know. I'm gonna come back. We're just coming back, but still, it makes sense. So moving from the who's, it's like, and then we get to the what's, and then we get to the when. When did you notice that these things were in your way? The time could be now, but when do you feel like it's time to just jump on it and go? Why do we wait till our world falls apart in order to make a big leap? Why not do it when you have enough cushion, when you have something to fall back on, when you don't have anything in your way? And when I say anything in your way, meaning your job is always going to be in your way because we have to work. But what are you doing outside of work? What is stopping you from just really taking time to invest in yourself? You know, so knowing those things, it's like, when is the time? The time is now, one, but also it's you have to go forward. You have to push forth with all of your might, you know? And the last question is, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? I want to be there. I got to be there. I need to be there. So I'm pushing at full force to get there. Like, just nothing can get in my way. Nothing. And it's just, obstacles are thrown at me daily. That's just fucking life. Oh my gosh, that's just what it is. It's life. There's nothing we can do in regards to obstacles except get over them or get through them. But we have to get there. You know, if obstacles were not thrown our way, we wouldn't be able to test our full capacity. We wouldn't know how far and how strong we are if we just allowed every obstacle to stop us. No, the world is is forever advancing simply because they continue to push the limit. Sometimes them pushing the limit is real dark, but we ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. But the positive pushes, you always got to remember that, and that's important. Like, if you could take anything away from hitting the ground like just waking up, hitting the ground running, you have to remember that once you start, you have to push, and you have to push with the same momentum that you had when you started. Even on the day that you feel heavy, that's when you have to push the hardest. And I'm telling you, as a true human being, there are days I have to really just push, and then I get out the bed. That is deep, because it takes that many pushes just to get out the bed. So imagine how many more pushes it takes for me to just produce. But I constantly hear that in the back of my head, like basically like a choo-choo train that is just pushing. I don't know why I said choo-choo train, but just the train is just push. That's what I hear. Like, it's just going, and that's how I have to go. I cannot stop. Yes, people experience so much hurt, so many traumatic experiences, but they still have to push because the world keeps spinning. And once you understand that, it's not that you're being cold or you're just dismissing the things that you've experienced. No, it's the fact that you've taken what has happened, put it a part of your armor, and you learned how to continue to move forward through life, because this isn't your stopping point. This is not where you're supposed to break. This is where you're supposed to push. And when you understand that, that is the momentum to help you hit the ground running. So, with that being said, like I kind of mentioned before, what is your goal in life? And if you had that one shot and that one opportunity, what would that look like? So, take a little time and call us and leave a voicemail at 347-719-3350. And remember that just because the content stops doesn't mean the conversation has to. The conversations always happen. You know me, DM me, you can hit me up at any time and we can have these conversations. I love it. Don't call me though, because that's weird. I don't know you. But if you do call, like I said, leave a voicemail at 347-719-3350. That's who you call. And make sure you follow us at CWFP_ on Instagram, and follow me at SANPRIEST_ and that's also on Instagram. And it's been a pleasure. It's been a wonderful pleasure at that. And thank you again for taking time for listening to Words Mean Things.
This is the CWF network, where we bring you big content in small pieces. Follow us on Instagram at CWFP_. Okay, bye.